everyone, my name is Ravina and I am so honored and privileged to share the experience of my walk with Jesus and the way He's transformed me from being someone who refused to believe in Him to someone who now takes pride in being identified as daughter of the Most High God. I come from a devout Catholic family and my parents have always taught me to pray. But when I was in class 9 and 10, academics took most of my time and so prayer took the back seat. After high school, like every other college-going teen, I felt like I had all the freedom in the world to live life on my own terms. And the only thing that stood in the way of my freedom was this constant pressure of being a good Christian, and so I began to resent it. While attending prayer meetings, which was so much a part of my life back then, was now far from reality, I also chose to not be a part of family prayers. I ran from every adult who tried to speak to me about the Word of God, and I influenced every fellow youth into believing that God was a complete waste of time. It's always been family tradition to watch a Christian movie or hear a talk together on Sunday evenings, but I'd always find a way to escape it and watch TV in another room instead. I'd attend Sunday Mass only to avoid another lecture, and life began to fall apart. Grades fell, friends found cooler friends. My parents were constantly worried about me. I began to feel lonely and anxious, like nobody understood me and nobody appreciated me. But even in the midst of all of my loneliness, failures, and fears, I refused to believe that I needed God and that I needed Him desperately. But He pursued me. Amongst all the values inculcated in us kids, the value of cherishing each other in the family, which involves hugging each other constantly and saying I love you, tops it all. And out of habit, one evening when my family was hearing a talk, I went into the room to pick a book and hug my dad on my way out, only to have him not let go of me until the talk ended. And that talk was all I wanted to hear that day. It rocked my entire world. It had answers to my questions and hope to my hopelessness. It ended with Joshua 5:9, which says, "Today I have rolled from you the shame and the reproach of being slaves in Egypt." And it was like God telling me, I've taken it all, it's now time for you to come home. A week later, I attended a retreat, and I remember this one session before the Blessed Sacrament where I felt something consumed me. It was some kind of love that I can't comprehend even unto this day. I didn't even know something like that existed, let alone knowing how much I needed it. Let's just say I came home with the conviction that I wanted to stay in that love for the rest of my life. And things didn't change overnight. But that's the beauty with God. You take one step towards Him and He gives it the growth. Today He has changed my heart and He has opened newer opportunities for me to serve Him. Every single day, I look forward to spending my time with Him, and that has changed me. It's changed the way I relate with people. It's changed my plans, my priorities, my decisions, and every other aspect of my life. And He's blessed me. He's blessed my family, my job, my ministry in ways I could never imagine. Sometimes I wonder how far I've come, but I know that with Him there are no surprises. That love that I experienced that day is my strength even unto this day. It is the hope that I have at the end of each day. And the beauty of it all is that nothing and no one will ever separate me from it.